Hello there, my girls, gays, and theys. Welcome back to your irregularly scheduled program. My name is Eli. Online I go by Magic Fantasies, or Magic for short. My pronouns are he, him, his. And today, I am giving you a beginner's guide to alt fashion. Because I am an alt guy. I've been into alt fashion for about 4 years now, and I thought that it'd be great to share some of my wisdom, some of my tips and tricks and such with someone that maybe is just starting alt fashion or someone that wants to start alt fashion. Here's a beginner's guide. Woo! One important disclaimer, I am only going to be specifically talking about the darker color palette of alt fashion. I'm not going to be talking about these kinds of styles. I'm going to be talking about these kinds of styles because those are the ones that I have much more experience with, because I don't really like wearing color that much. I like to wear black and darker colors. So there's my disclaimer. I'm going to be talking about this side, not this side. Okay, we're all good to go. So here are some questions that may be asked, or here are some things that you should maybe know. What even is alt fashion? Alt fashion is literally just a different way of dressing from everyone else. Alt is short for alternative. Alternative just means different or another way of doing something. So alt fashion is basically just another way of fashion, basically. A question that you might also be asking is, do you have to fit into one category? The answer is no. You don't. You don't have to fit into just one category in alt fashion. Trust me, you can wear whatever the hell you want because you have choice over what you decide to wear. If you decide, I want to wear goth today and I want to wear punk tomorrow, go ahead. Do whatever you want. You do not have to fit into one category because there's a lot of categories in alt fashion and there's a lot of subcategories in alt fashion. There's a lot. There's a lot to choose from. You don't have to choose just one because even I can't do that. So you can wear whatever you want. Another thing that I should also probably put in here so I don't get yelled at, a lot of these categories of alt fashion originally have been derived from music genres such as goth or punk or emo or grunge. So if you want to be true goth or true emo, you should probably listen to the music. Just feel like I should probably put that out there. You don't have to wear goth or emo or punk or grunge in order to fit into being goth or emo or punk or grunge. Just listen to the music. Just feel like that's really important to know. Really important to know. If you don't listen to music and you wear the fashion, that's fine. You can do whatever you want, but I would recommend listening to the music because I know people get very finicky about it. So just thought I'd put that out there. I have 5 tips on how to get into alt fashion. I'll be going through all the 5 tips, giving you some examples, showing up Pinterest photos because Pinterest is just the place to go if you want to figure out what to wear, or at least for me it is. And also I want to mention that none of the photos used in this video are mine. They're all just ones that I found online. Just so you know. Tip number 1 is very simple. It is layering. Layering is a big staple in the alt community. It's something that I feel like almost every subcategory, subculture in alt fashion kind of does. Layering is such a big thing, because there's a difference between just wearing a t-shirt, like this Nirvana t-shirt, because I love Nirvana and I listen to music. There's a difference between just wearing this t-shirt and a pair of pants and a pair of shoes. It looks very bland. There's not much going on. So a great way to upcycle that, to make it look nicer, to zhuzh it up, is to layer. For me, I personally love arm warmers and leg warmers and fishnets and stockings. Those are my go-to, especially if I'm in a more feminine outfit. Those are definitely my go-tos. So I kind of start with a base outfit. So maybe find a shirt and find a pair of pants or shorts or a skirt and kind of go from there, kind of just build on top of it. I also really love to add jackets or cardigans or hoodies. Those are also my go-tos because, I tend to overheat, but sometimes I get a little chilly. And also I feel like it just pulls the outfit together much nicer. So very simple, you can just layer. You can also put long sleeve shirts under short sleeve shirts, especially if it's cold. You can do pants under skirts, which I love and I want to do more of because I think it looks so cool. You can also wear multiple skirts or maybe, shorts over pants. Just really go crazy with it. Just kind of be fun. Just have fun with it. Be creative. Although please, make sure you check the weather. Alt fashion, especially when it comes to layering, it tends to be, more helpful when it's like fall or winter. When spring and summer, it can get a little hot, so make sure you check the weather so that you're not overheating or freezing. I've made that mistake myself. Here is my warning, please check the weather before you decide on what to wear. My second tip is to add accessories. I love accessories, I love jewelry. Which is funny, because as a kid, I never really wore jewelry that much, but as I got older, I was like, I love this. I love it so much. I wear a lot of necklaces, and I love to wear chokers. I actually have a choker that I made. Look at that. It's made out of pop tabs. It's one of the I think it's like one of the first kinds of DIY alt projects that I did, are the pop tab ones. So, but I love jewelry. Jewelry is a great way to go. You can also add chains, because chains is just such a big thing in the alt community. Chains, you can put them on your pants, you can put them on a skirt, you can really do anything you want with them. Those are like my go-tos, are jewelry and, chains. Just add accessories, just make it fun. I also love to do a lot of fun earrings, so you can do that as well. So yeah, accessories is tip number 2. Tip number 3 is having a statement piece. Having a piece that is loud and big, having a piece that kind of, is like the main focus of your outfit. For me, it tends to be earrings or makeup. So like these earrings I really like. They're little Ouija board planchettes. They're little Ouija board planchettes. They're super cute. I got them from a shop in my downtown area that closed, so I can't direct you on where to get it, but they're super cute. I also have these Joker card earrings. They look like this. They're so cute. So having a statement piece is really good. I like to do makeup or earrings. You can also do a big statement shirt or a jacket or pants or skirt, whatever you want. Just have something that is really loud, that really is kind of the main focus of your outfit. So that's my 3rd tip. My 4th tip is upcycling and DIY, because that's a huge thing in the alt community. Simple way to DIY things is safety pins. These are a go-to. If you ever need to make something look cooler or kind of make something, have a little flair, safety pins are a go-to. Trust me, I have used so many safety pins on my clothes and they just look so much nicer. I also like to add chains to my safety pins, or like to add charms. Just kind of give it like some dangle, give it some dimension, just kind of, have fun with it. Have fun with it. You can also just, if you got a pair of scissors like I do. These are hair cutting scissors, but I use them for everything else. But if you have a pair of scissors like these, you can just cut things up. Literally, you can just cut up a shirt, cut up pants, cut up a skirt. It's like the easiest way to upcycle things. There are so many different ways that you can cut things up and make them look nicer. I personally really like cutting up shirts, just to, kind of give them something else, because, a lot of my t-shirts are just regular t-shirts. I don't have much going on them. Sometimes I like to add, little cuts up here, or maybe I'll cut like the bottom half of it. Very easy way to upcycle stuff. You can also do paint. Or I know some people do bleach paint. I like to do just fabric paint because I don't trust myself with bleach. But painting is a very easy way to make things look nicer, to kind of turn a simple pair of shorts into something nice. I painted these pair of shorts a couple days ago, like a few days ago. They were just a pair of basic black shorts. But I decided to I decided to give them, something else. Make them look nicer. There's a little hand with an eye, got a skull, just, you don't have to be the best artist, because I know for sure I'm not. But just some simple fabric paint. I got this fabric paint literally just from Walmart. You can just use that and just go crazy, There's a lot of different things you can do. You can look online, you can look on Pinterest like I usually do. So yeah, that's some very easy ways to upcycle things. And on to tip number 5, my last tip, is if you have a little bit more, a little bit more skill, if you're a little bit better at sewing, you can just use a simple needle and thread to just make your own stuff. Or if you have a sewing machine, like I do, sounds super cool and I have a sewing machine. If you have a sewing machine as well, you can also just make your own stuff. You can make your own shirt, you can make your own jackets, your own pants, skirts, shorts, what have you, if you have that type of skill. I know me, I personally don't make a lot of my own clothes just because I'm not that great at sewing. Also because I usually don't know what to make. But if you are a seamstress or if you have some experience with sewing, you can literally just make your own clothes. I mean, it's just, you literally just can do that. It's just so simple. Those are my 5 tips on how to get into alt fashion, a little bit of a beginner's guide. And to kind of close this off, I'm also going to give out places that you can shop for alt clothes or clothes that'll fit into your aesthetic. For me, I do a lot of my shopping at Target because I love the graphic tees in the men's section. Graphic tees go hard in the men's section of Target. So that's where I get probably half of my shirts from. I also do shop at Hot Topic. I can't hide it. I can't, okay? Hot Topic is another place you can go if you have the money to spend. I know it is pricey. But if you do have the money to spend, Hot Topic's a great place to go. I especially like to get shirts there and pants, even though I've only ever got 1 pair of pants from there, but I would love to get more. That's where I get a lot of my jewelry. That's where I get a lot of my stuff. I'd say probably the other half of my closet is from Hot Topic. Also, of course, a very easy way, especially if you're on a budget, is simply just thrifting. Whether it be going to thrift stores out in public, or you can shop online. There are other thrift stores online that you can find you might find something that you like. Or you can also just do Amazon, because I know I do a lot of shopping on Amazon too. I like to find a lot of things I like, especially dresses, because for some reason I have a hard time finding nice, cool dresses out in public, so I usually go online for that. But there are a couple places that you can find some alt clothes. You can also probably find things at Walmart. And again, you can also just take a simple pair of black pants and you can just do whatever the hell you want with it. You can put a shitload of safety pins, you can put a bunch of paint on it. You can really just go crazy. Alt fashion, there's no specific way to be alt. You just gotta have fun with it, You can do whatever you want. I know for me, I like to wear whatever the hell I want, and you should be able to as well. So that was my beginner's guide to alt fashion. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other tips or tricks or any other advice, feel free to let me know. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you probably in a month because I have a horrible upload schedule. Bye.